a few years back developing that program. The boys, I've just now taken over this year, and we're developing it slowly but surely. That's sort of what I've been known for in coaching, is building programs from losers to winners and trying to build a championship culture. And I've seen it happen at several different places and many different demographics, and we're using those same principles to build the boys basketball program. But it's fun. Right now we've got some talented kids. We have a 7-foot center from Chad, Africa, and we have some good players. But we're wanting to continue to add students that want to develop in the game of basketball. But in any of our sports, we're just because I coach basketball, I love for students to get involved in extracurricular. I did my dissertation, my thesis for my master's degree on correlation of student success in the classroom and participation in extracurricular activities, including athletics. And I think the big thing that came out of that I learned was really those students far outperform those that are not involved in extracurricular, because there's accountability, there's structure to their schedule, there's discipline and routine. And so I think it's good. And they learn to work in teams. I talked to a graduate that owns a multi-million-dollar company, tech company. He's an Asian gentleman that spoke at our graduation last year. His name's Tom Shin. He actually created digital banking software that's used in many of our banks in the city, although he lives in Los Angeles, California. But he sold his company for millions of dollars and is still a consultant there. But he told me when he's hiring individuals that he looks for those that have participated in a team sport growing up, because they understand how to grow in teams. So here's someone high level in the tech field, and he's looking for those that have participated in extracurricular on team activities, because they understand how to work within a team, which is so important to business and life. So anyway, Tom is a 1974 graduate of the King's Academy and continues to give back to our programs and pour in.
Okay, that's great. We have a family here on the call that have their son play soccer in academy in UK right now.
Mm-hmm.
So how is your admission process work?
Sure. We, basically we start with just an application that's completed online. We have an international admissions director, Janice Mink. She's actually been doing this 35 years. So she understands international admissions inside and out, can answer every question that any family has in regards to international admissions at the King's Academy. So as soon as we get them in contact with Miss Mink, and I can give her email today, Janice Mink, you can find her on our website at the King's Academy, thekingsacademy.net. Janice is wonderful at walking parents through step-by-step and students through step-by-step and how to fill out the application and the different documentation that we will need for them to be able to be accepted and, be able to obtain an I-20 to get their student visa here.
Okay, it's good. And your school is from pre-K all the way to grade 12, right?
Yes.
So if any specific requirement for for kids who want to join on, like, let's say 9th grade compared to 12th grade, do they have to take exam or anything like that before they go to your school?
We don't, for our international students, we don't require an upfront exam. We basically look at their transcripts, and so they will send in their most recent transcripts, at least a full year of their last year of school. And so we'll request those transcripts as part of the application process. And we charge a small fee, but it's definitely worth it, of about $190 to get their transcripts translated into the American equivalent of what they have done in their country. And it really helps us to plan their 4 year or however long they're going to be here, 5 years, 4 years, 2 years, to what they need now. And so we're able to identify their needs to meet graduation requirements for the future, to be able to be qualified for universities and colleges throughout the world and throughout the United States. And so that process is so important. I'm sorry.
So sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, so we allow them to send us those transcripts, and I ask the school to send us the transcripts, and then we get those translated for them so we can calculate up their American equivalent GPA. We can know exactly what classes they've had the American equivalent to and be able to match them with the schedule they need here, not only for the first year that they come, but trying to out a plan for them that they know up front what to expect and what they need to do.
Okay, perfect. And let's start open the floor at the end of the thing. But right now, is anybody have a question for Mr. Mercer regarding to the admission process or anything like that? Just go ahead and type your question in chat, and then I will ask that question at the end. But I see Coach Rico able to join online now. But before he get on, I just want to see if I can play the video one more time. Just before I play the video, Mr. Mercer, do you have any, remark or anything that you like to, inform the people on the call right now?
Well, my father was a businessman, an American businessman, and he always said, Matt, value is the most important thing, not price. You don't want to be the cheapest or the lowest or the highest. You're focused on value for people. And when I look at an education for the King's Academy, and we compare to schools that are in northeastern United States that are very popular and well known and very well respected institutions, and those that are in California, we've got our guidance counselor just came from a school in California with hundreds of internationals. We have great value for what we're offering students academically, athletically, in the arts, in growth, in just their life skills. And it's just a wonderful place to be able to go to school and come to work each day, because it's a beautiful campus. It's a safe place. And we just meet students where they're at. We're developing what we call the PLPs, the personalized learning plans. So really helping students through a program we have called Maya Learning to just plan out their time here at the King's Academy, do inventory interest, career interest type things, so they can figure out what's the best fit for college, what's the best fit for a career, and go ahead and get them thinking about things like that. As we talked about, we train them very well in athletics. A lot of our teams are very competitive, and we've sent many students on to the college level. Last year, 20% of our seniors scored what would be considered very high in the standardized testing in the United States, and 20% of them signed to play collegiate athletics. And so that's a very high percentage of your student population, because about, probably a third of them don't even play athletics. So have 20% of your class, and 5 of those went on to play Division I athletics. And so that's very hard to do. It's harder than people realize. And so I think what our international students and families will find, that this is a place of great value. They could go and pay much more somewhere else and maybe not get quite the service and the education and the opportunities that they have here. And again, we're very accessible. In the southeastern United States, it's about what we call Southern hospitality. And my mindset is, I'm here to serve. I'm here not to lord over students and families, but to be sort of the upside down hierarchy and serve our teachers, serve our staff, and they ultimately serve our students that hopefully serve our world. And so, it's a great place to be, because where do you have access to the president of the school? And parents can text me or call me at any time. And, I want it to be as though they're here walking alongside with their student, making sure that we have what they need for it to be the very best experience possible.
Oh, wonderful. And congratulations for all those kids who graduated and then go to play college's sport. Well,
We're
congratulations.
very proud of them.
As you
Very
said,
proud.
one third. It's quite a number.
Mhm.
Okay, so with that, before I open the floor to Coach Rico, I want to play the video from your school one more time because we just had many family just join us a little bit late. So they need to see this your video so they understand and they see where your location and then your school and the program. All right.
Sure, and we've got you know, in the next few months as they're walking through this process, we'll have we're actually creating another video right now. That was specifically created by our athletic director with mainly highlighting athletics, but there's so much more to our school, and I want you to see that as well. So we'll be sending Mr. George videos that he can forward on.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Here we go. All right, so you're welcome to Nality.
Go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, wonderful. That was a great video.
Hi,
Coach
everybody.
Rico, are you on the
Lisa
line?
Strom with Texas State University.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
To express
Okay,
how
hold on a
excited I
second.
am to make my first trip to Thailand
I gotta
and the U.S.
figure it out. Okay, got it. So yeah, let me introduce you. This is Coach Rico. He came to Thailand. That was what, November?
December.
December. Yeah. So sorry again that your schedule was canceled. You were supposed to be in Thailand and Laos and Philippines. Was that February, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but now we have you here on the line and with the family from Thailand, Laos, and Philippines. So, with that say, please take the floor.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, George. Thank you, the parents and you know, the players. They are there. It was a pleasure to be there in December. I had the chance to coach and meet a lot of good people, good families, and good players. As I told you, you know, our soccer programming here, it is growing. It starts in 2017. So our first class of seniors were in May 2018. We're able to place 12 soccer players in college. All of them, they are in college now. They are going to be going to their junior year. Last year, it was a very good year for us as well. We're able to place 9 kids. So that means every single year being able to place, yes, 100% of our soccer players. Because our soccer program, it goes from August to May. So from August to November, those kids play as a club. So they play against club teams, they play against college teams. That's a good thing for them because they are able to be seen by college coaches during their off season and in season as well. So from August to November, they play as a club, and then from February to May, they play for the Kings Academy. But our soccer program, they are together. For club and for the Kings Academy, they are together. I'm able to coaching them from August to November, and then or other coach calls Coach Drew. He is able to coach the kids from February to May, and then from there, again, I'm able to contact coaches to bring college coaches to the Kings Academy to see them. I'm able to send their students highlights. So that is a great chance for the college coach to be able to see our kids the entire year, not just a day or 2 days, but they are able to be seeing our kids the entire year. That's a great thing for for the college coach.
So let me go back again. You say you actually play 9 months out of the year, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, very, very few programs here do that, are able to do that.
And could you take us on the tour of what's happening between August to December? Like
Yes.
you train 5 days a week and you go to tournaments, and how does it go?
Yeah, the kids, our first day of, high school, it is always between August 1st to August 5th. So they arrive here a day or 2 days before, and then they go to a preseason, just like a soccer club. They go a preseason during 7 days. The Kings Academy has a great fitness coach. His name is Lincoln, and they work together. So they do fitness session 2 days. I mean, two times a day. Okay, they do two training sessions a day, and then the third training, it is just some technical and tactical. And then from there, they play around 30 games during the fall season. So those games are soccer college tournaments. They play against college teams, and also they play against some club teams. Those games, they are always, I'm always getting highlights from those games. So I have those games and send to the coach. Or training, they are always go between 4 to 5 days a week. Okay, because there are so many games. So a lot of times they play a game on Thursday and play a game on Saturday. The times they play a college showcase, they leave campus on Friday, and then they play a game Saturday and Sunday. So Monday is always off. But soccer here is pretty, pretty, it is pretty hard.
Okay, good. And you mentioned that you have 12 player recruited to college already, right? For the short period.
No, our first class, in 2018, May 2018, it was able to place all the seniors, all the seniors that came to the Kings Academy in August of 2017. They graduated in May 2018. All of them, they were placed in college. They are playing college soccer. Some of them, they are playing Division 2. Some of them, they are playing NAIA. Some of them, they are playing Division 3 college soccer here.
Okay, that's good. So for the family that's on the call now, they pretty much our client, and they want to play college soccer here in US, which you played
Sure,
here before, and also you
sure.
also play in the professional level.
Yes.
Could you give the family and the kids some guidance if they are in the 10th grade now, of what should be doing, and what are you doing at your soccer program and also with the King Academy?
Yeah, sure. That's a thing that I do here, and I do the things together with the college coaches. So the college coaches always tell us as early as those students can get here, it is better for them. As a soccer coach, they are expecting to have those students, those players ready, and that they are just going to be ready if they get here between the 9th, 10th, and like 11th grade. So they are being trained by us because I'm following the things that the college coaches are doing. So as many a game as possible, as many training as possible under their guideline, under their type of training. So the time they move on to the college game, they already know how things work. So I always try to tell our parents, and as early as they can get here, it is easier to go through the process. The process is very hard because the time I get, a student here like age 18 and 17, I still have the time to work then and make them ready for the college game. But if goes a little bit over that, the college coaches don't like it. They are expecting to have those kids a little bit ready for the college game.
Okay, good. So for this call, we were going to talk about your schedule program in October. Uh,
Sure.
could you tell us a little bit more about the program and also especially your event, the International Football Soccer Showcase, and how many coaches going to be there, and if the kid there, how you going to be get them ready to with a TKA and prepare them for recruitment process.
Yeah. Starting last year, I started doing, this college showcase at the King's Academy. That is a great thing because close to us, there are more than 45 colleges. So it's easier to the college coach come to us than go to Brazil, to Thailand. So this is a great thing to do because they have a game, they have 3 games in 4 days. So last year, the team from Brazil, they got here on a Thursday. They played their first game on Friday. They played their second game on Saturday and the last game on Sunday. So during those 3 days, I was able to bring 22 college coaches to see them. So a lot of those kids that play during the tournament, they came back to the King's Academy because they were able to see, the things the King's Academy are offering, the things the soccer program is doing. So which was great for them and for us as well. So instead of just saying, they were able to see those things that from a team of 14, 9 of them came back to the King's Academy. So now they are here. They are training. They are playing, and again, 22 coaches in 3 days. That is huge.
So it's about 22 college that will be there. This
College. Yes, I mean, this past October it was 22 college, but now there's more and more college coaches asking for it.
Okay, wonderful. And how many days is going to be for internationals? I put on your international, the program on the screen right now.
Yeah.
So all the kids going to be able to stay on campus.
On
And
campus, yes. They got here. The kids from Brazil, they got here last year on a Thursday. They stay here until the following Wednesday. Okay, but there's our chance to do more days and do more some classes and stuff. Those kids, they had soccer games. They had 3 college tours. Okay, they visit Tusculum, Johnson, and they visit Carson Newman. So they did the 3 college tours as well. Okay. They also had a day of shopping. Okay. And they also had a day that they were at Dollywood. That's a very good park, very close to the King's Academy. It's only 25 minutes. So
okay,
they had, 6 to 7 full days in here.
Okay. So during the tour, the trip, they not only gonna be stay on your campus, experience TKA live. They will be able to place how many tournaments and matches that they're playing in front of the coaches.
Well, they play 3 games. They play 3 games. That is, the soccer tournament, it starts on Friday and ends on Sunday. So they play a game on Friday, a game on Saturday, and a game on Sunday.
Okay, good. And then from the coaches, and they also visiting colleges and see how the real.
Visiting college, yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, we certainly looking forward to bring the kids to TKA and to see you and train with you. And as I mentioned to Mr. Mercer before, the kids supposed to be there this week. And,
Yes.
and then we just have to reschedule it, and hopefully in October we will be able to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So with that, do you have any last words? Want to give advice, to the family on the call?
No, again, just, thank you again, for being here. I think that's a great chance for us to talk and show more about the King's Academy and how great this place is. Now, it's going through a lot of those things. This coronavirus thing is going on, and the King's Academy is still here. It is taking care of the kids. Now there is around 25 there's 25 students on campus, and the King's Academy is taking very, very good care of them, because which makes us think about that, and think how much they care about our kids. So August, it is there. There's a high chance of our soccer team to be stronger than ever after this spring, and I was able to bring 9 new players. They are very, very good players. So I'm looking forward and very excited about having some kids from Asia.
Okay, wonderful, great. Well, thanks again, Mr. Mercer, sir.
Sorry, I had it on mute. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we're gonna wrap this up. And thanks again. And if you have any last word for anyone who joined the call and take your time, please.
Sure. Yes. Well, I put in the chat. If you look over at the chat here on the Zoom that we have, I'll let everyone know that if they need to contact Janice Mink, her contact information is there on the chat. jmink at thekingsacademy.net. Again, Miss Mink has been doing this. She can do it in her sleep. She's been helping. We've had over 1,000 students from 100 different countries attend the King's Academy. And so most likely there's been someone from your country attend here. And that number comes from Dr. Walter Grubb, that was our president for 31 years before I came. And then if you want to fill out an application or an inquiry, you can go to thekingsacademy.net, go to the admissions tab, click on international admissions, and you can either click the inquiry form or apply online blue link. And so it's real easy to apply. And we, if there's a problem with the application fee, we can work that out. But I think it's $50 online. So anyway, we want to be here for you to answer your questions throughout the admissions process. And then nothing changes when you come. We just want to continue to build a relationship with parents and coaches and support systems to help make the experience the very best possible for every student.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again for your time. And Rico, coach. And thanks again. And I just open up the floor for a couple minutes. If anybody have any question, I will unmute it, and just raise your hand. If you see at the bottom, you can raise your hand so I can open up your mic. And if you have any question, just raise your hand. Anybody? And if not, well, thanks again, Mr. Mercer and Coach Rico. And thank everyone to join the call, and stay safe during this time.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.